Hello, everyone. My name is Kshama Sawant. I'm a member of Socialist Alternative, which is a nationwide organization here in the United States and which is in solidarity with the LSR in Brazil. I've also been elected 4 times to the Seattle City Council here in the Pacific Northwest. Socialist Alternative and I are delighted to speak in solidarity with LSR and with Joeferson Almeida, who is running in Sao Paulo for state deputy. As many of you know, Joeferson is a member of the Education Workers Collective in Sao Paulo. He was part of the struggles against reopening the schools during the height of the pandemic, helping to build the 110-day strike of the municipal education workers in 2021. Joeferson was also at the forefront of the struggle against the pension reforms attacking public servants. He helped lead an occupation of town hall, which involved himself and other activists courageously confronting repression by the police. Joeferson is campaigning against a so-called high school reform, which is really an attempted attack on the quality of education by big business and the elite. He's also fighting for freedom of speech in schools, against attempts to censor teachers from teaching about slave trade or the military dictatorship, and for 10% of the GDP to be spent on funding public education. To this campaign, Joeferson and the LSR will also carry on the fight against the privatization of metro lines and the waterworks company, for the demilitarization of the police, and for the forming of working class-led, democratically organized committees for defense against attacks by the far right. This election campaign will happen during a pivotal period in Brazil's history, and I really appeal to all the working people, union members, and young people who are watching this to actively get involved in Joeferson's campaign and to urgently have political discussions with members of the LSR. Brazilian working people and oppressed communities have faced the far-right, reactionary, and extremely dangerous regime of Bolsonaro, sections of which are even threatening a coup-like action. Working people and socialists cannot afford to underestimate the danger posed by the far right, whether in Brazil or in the United States. We also have a historic responsibility to understand how reactionary forces have made strides in the last years, even though tens of millions of young workers and young people are angry at the failures of the capitalist system and its political representatives, and are hungry for a way to fight for a society that can end poverty and hunger, racism and sexism, and solve the climate crisis. What has been sorely missing is leadership on the left that will fight unambiguously for working people, leadership that is clear that working people cannot win better lives by trying to make peace with the bosses. Lula and the PT unfortunately represent an ever more conciliatory stance with a section of the ruling class. This is now coupled with the fact that PSOL has joined this position and is capitulating to Lula and the PT almost in its totality. Joeferson's campaign demonstrates in action why it is so important for working people to develop our own independent socialist position and the necessity to organize the struggle against any coup attempt. And that in fact, this is what will be necessary to prepare the struggle against Bolsonarism, which we know will continue to grow as a threat even if Lula wins. Socialist Alternative and the working class have shown what is possible when we run our own candidates truly braced in class struggle. We were able to win our position in the Seattle City Council first in 2013. Then in 2014, we made Seattle the first major city with the $15 minimum wage. In 2020, during the peak of the Black Lives Matter protests, we won the Amazon tax, a $214 million a year tax on the largest corporations in our city like Amazon and Starbucks to fund social housing and Green New Deal programs. Just a month ago, we won unprecedented legislation that makes Seattle an abortion rights sanctuary for anyone who is targeted with abortion-related arrests in right-wing states. And we won this after defeating a right-wing and big business attempt last year to recall us. These victories were possible not with the help of the ruling Democratic Party, but despite their tooth and nail opposition and their dogged defense of big business and the wealthy. Socialist Alternative has used our council office to build movements of tens of thousands of workers independent of the establishment. I take home only the average worker's wage and donate the rest of my 6-figure city council salary into a workers' solidarity fund. We need to build this type of independent socialist politics. We wish Joeferson and everyone in LSR and the working class of Sao Paulo and Brazil the very best in your upcoming struggles. Solidarity.